Right, so hello everybody and Fáilte Isteach, and thank you very much for being available tonight to watch indeed this video and to be part of this presentation for the Coláiste, if you like, open night. Unusually this year, with the COVID context, I can't invite you into our school, which I'd love to do, but I'm sure you understand that. So I hope that this presentation and video will answer some of the questions that you have about Coláiste. What I'd like to tell you, what I can say, is that we have a wonderful school here, where we strive to nurture each and every boy and girl. Every student is individual, is unique, and we recognise that. So it's very important in these formative and developmental years for your child that I can assure you that the staff here are committed. A very, very caring school is how I would like to tell you what we have here, and that is evidenced by the relationships between the staff and the students, where the students call me Príomh Breen, or Master Breen, or Múinteoir Breen, and likewise with their teachers, your Múinteoir Áine or maybe Múinteoir Sean. And I think that informality, if you like, helps the students feel at home with us, and that they feel that we're part of their developmental and indeed formative years, where we want to nurture them and to bring them on. Most importantly, what I can say to you is that the students are very happy here. I can tell you that. I greet the students here every morning, as does Múinteoir Garogine and the other teachers, and I feel I see them leaving the school in the evening as well, that they're happy, so that your child is in a safe, secure environment where they feel cared for is a priority to us. Obviously, I'm very proud also of our students' achievements and their attainment levels in the state examinations, and where we, year on year, exceed the national norms by multiples of 3 and 4. But most importantly, as I said, the academic achievements are great, but that for those 6 years that the students spend with us, that when they leave here, that their memories of what they had here are positive ones. That is what we cherish and what we strive for. The Coláiste, as you probably know, was established in 2006, where we started off, believe it or not, with 4 boys and 4 girls. Very small beginnings. We have incrementally grown the school, that we expect that by September 2021, when your own sons and daughters hopefully will join us, that our numbers will be nearing 300. The students who come to the school typically come from Coláiste and the English-speaking schools, and I will speak about that later on after the video. What I would like to say to you is that with our growing numbers, and I'm very happy to say this, is that the planning phase of a new Gael campus is well advanced now, and that will see ourselves and Coláiste, our local primary school, co-located on the one side, just across the road from where I stand now. So we're really looking forward to that, and we should see developments and construction commencing in the very, very near future. So what I'll ask you now to do is to maybe sit back, hopefully enjoy the video, and as I said, I will come in after that. Thank you.
Gee, fáilte go dtí Coláiste na Eachréidh. Tá súla agin tú eacail anseo linn. Bán taithna bháta an físio.
Hello, welcome to Coláiste na Eachréidh, the only Gael class serving in East County Galway. Be then, you're glad to be here. Thank you, bye.
Hallo en welkom in onze schule. In de schule lernen wir vielen Sprachen. Das finde ich prima. Bis später.
Bonjour tout le monde. Bienvenue dans notre lycée. Ici, on parle l'anglais, le gaélique, le français, l'allemand et même le chinois.
欢迎，我叫 Colin， 也是我们的学校，我们的学校很好，再见。
Eachréidh. We at Coláiste and Eachréidh appreciate the responsibility that parents put into our school when you send your child to us. We know it is an important aspect of their continued development, both in education and socially. The transition from primary school to secondary can be quite daunting for some students. For others, it happens instantly. They don't struggle, or they don't seem to have any difficulty settling in. For some, it is known that 1 in 6 takes almost a month before they can actually settle down and be comfortable. To help that transition, we have a number of steps that we follow or that we go through to help that child settle into the school as much as we can. So we start with maybe a pre-visit to the school where early in the year the students from 6th class come to the school and they visit our classes, and they have short classes with the teachers so they get familiar with the topics of the areas that they might be studying when they do come. When they do start in September, we have what we call induction days. We have 2 days where it's only the 6th class students and the teachers that would be in the environment of the school. So they get to know the teachers and they get to know the layout of the school and become more familiar with it before the rest of the students come in. We run as well with that an information evening for parents so that after the child has started, that they can come and maybe any follow-up questions or any difficulties or any issues that they might have, that we're able to clarify them and help them settle in again. One of the highlights for the first years when they come in is they have a bonding trip. They go usually to Petersburg Outdoor Education Centre, where they spend 2 days doing activities so that they bond and get to know each other better. Unfortunately, this year we were unable to do that trip due to the circumstances, but instead we had a fantastic day in Wildlands in Moycullen, and the students thoroughly enjoyed the day. One other thing that we do here is that we have the buddy system. So we try to match a child from first year with a senior student in the school, where they would have a familiar face, where they could maybe talk, meet, have someone to ask a question to. So that works quite well. So we meet on a regular basis and we have games or activities that they can enjoy and get to know each other better like that. We have also the homework club, and the homework club is run 2 evenings a week for an hour after school. It's a service that is free of charge here in the school, so that if the child again has any difficulty with terminology, how to do their homework, or maybe have difficulty getting a time to do the work, that they have a structured time here in the school to be able to do it. It's a drop-in, drop-out facility, so if they come today, it doesn't mean that they have to come the next day. It's maybe when they feel the need that they have to have it. We also run subject tasters. So with the subject tasters, we for the first term, we allow the students to have a number of weeks in each subject area, where again they become familiar with the subjects, the content of the subject, the expectations of it, and then they can make a constructive choice then, knowing what the subject area is going to be about. It's a fantastic facility for young students because they may never have an idea of what woodwork would be like, or what home ec would be like, or maybe a different language. So they enjoy it, and then they struggle then to make the exact choice, but it's helpful for them like that. From the staff point of view, we have a structure in place where we have the class tutor, and the class tutor is the person that speaks with the child, that has a contact with the child on a regular basis, and they're more of a friendly approach to the student. It's a non-disciplinary role that they have. They ensure that the progress that the child has is coming along quite well for them. In relation to that, then we have what the year head is, and the year head will be a teacher that again the student will have, but that they act as a communication between home and the school, and allow the communication to be clearer and easier for people to discuss issues or things that they may have in relation to that. Again, with a lot of what we do here in Coláiste and Eachréidh is from year to year things may change a little bit, but on the whole we have a very friendly and a very holistic environment with the relationship between the students and the teachers being slightly informal, where they have first name basis rather than Mr. or Sir or Miss or Mrs, as in rather than struggling with learning surnames. We find that helps an awful lot in becoming more familiar in a comfortable way with our students. Each year we change things around and we try and adapt things to suit the year group that comes in. So maybe what happens this year may not happen the same next year, but the facility will always be there should we need it. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Adam Cunningham. I'm a TY student here at Coláiste, Eachréidh, and last year I was awarded the National ESB Text-Based of the Year Award. This all happened because of the school, Coláiste, Eachréidh. This is a digital school, meaning every student has their own tablet, which we use in class and at home for ebooks and for the notes that the teachers store in the cloud on SharePoint and Teams. This really helped during lockdown. I love the fact that everything is done on our computers here. I personally am part of the school's computer club with my friends, which is held at lunchtimes, and we've had the opportunity to participate and even win several awards in a number of competitions. In 2018, I became the National Ambassador for Coding for Cunningham, and I had the huge honour of meeting the Taoiseach in Dáil Éireann because of it, which would never have been possible if it weren't for the club. Through the computer club here in Coláiste, Eachréidh, a number of doors have been opened for me, enabling me to follow my dreams as a game developer, and I'm really thankful to the school for giving me all these opportunities. The atmosphere is great, the teachers are fantastic, and the students are wonderful. I'm really happy I went to Coláiste, Eachréidh, and I highly encourage any young student to come here and experience everything there is to offer.
Hello there, my name is John Gray and I'm a former student of Coláiste, Eachréidh. I kind of undertook my leaving certificate last year. I remember when I was in primary school, I had to make the very stressful and difficult decision on what secondary school to go to. I was torn between two schools in Athenry. The very last minute I decided to go to Coláiste, Eachréidh, and without a doubt this was the best decision I've ever made. Trust me when I say this school is really something special. The atmosphere within the school is one of positivity and camaraderie. The relationship between the teachers and students is really something unique. I remember when I was making this decision, my parents would worry that I'd struggle with the Irish. I can tell you firsthand that there's nothing to worry about. I really grew to love and appreciate the language. I'm currently undergoing my first year as a commerce student in NUIG, and I am very excited for the future.
Tá an tá aireann go bhfuil Coláiste Eachréidh loníthe I mbaile Oireachta. Áhann áit gur féidir an stadar dhéanamh R-star áitiúil. R-star áitiúil. Fólam faoi imeachtaí móra a tharla go náisiúnta.
Agus go leor scealtaí ón amatá hart.
Ón clochís go spásrás.
Fud na crine.
I'm Anya and I'm the TY coordinator here in Coláiste, Eachréidh. Now I know you can't imagine your son or daughter in fourth year, but trust me, the time flies by very, very quickly. In TY, we put a lot of emphasis on helping the students move away from the teacher-centred, dependent type of learning into a more independent, self-directed type of learning. But TY isn't all about academics. We're learning about a lot more. Here, we help the students as they learn resilience, coping skills, strategies to face the world together. Our TY programme is deeply rooted in two courses, Mind Out and Supergeneration, and they help us as we help the students face the many challenges of the world today. And they do face many challenges. They face relationship problems. They face educational pressures. They face all sorts of problems in society, not to mention the coronavirus. We like to think that here in Coláiste, Eachréidh, we provide them with not just the skills, but with a safe, supportive environment where we can weather the storm together. But don't just take my word for it. Please look around, watch the students and listen to them as they tell you in their own words all about Coláiste, Eachréidh.
Hello, my name is Tomas Murphy and I'm a Leaving Cert student here in Coláiste, Eachréidh. I came from an Irish school in Northmore called Eachréidh, and to this day can remember my first day in the school. I thoroughly enjoy school and believe that is a lot more that can be said by other students in the neighbouring schools. In my experience, I see it more as a community where the teachers help the students to learn and thrive rather than simply aim for good grades. transition year was vital in my choice for third level education. Events such as public access to law helped me to choose a career which I had not previously considered. If I had one thing to say about the school, I would say it was a great decision coming here and would strongly recommend and commend the school to other students, parents and admirers of the Irish language.
Hi, it's Mr. Sean. I'm the head of the PE department and the Wellbeing Coordinator. Our focus is on participation, having fun, learning and improving. Physical activity is for everyone, and we provide a great variety of activities through PE and extracurricular options. We're really excited to have introduced Leaving Cert PE as an examinable subject this year. Physical activity adds so much to the lives of our students. We've had big wins at both provincial and national level. However, the true success is in the friendships formed, the character built, the healthy habits developed, and the satisfaction that comes with realising you're capable of so much more than you ever thought. Our students' well-being is a key priority in Coláiste na Acreigh's curriculum, with PE, SPHE and CSPE on the timetable. We also have a dedicated Wellbeing Class for junior cycle students. In first year, the main focus of this class is on helping our students settle into life in the Coláiste, discussing any challenges encountered and coming up with solutions together. We support our first year students in many ways outside of the classroom, for example through getting to know each other on a fun-filled day trip, or through our chorus Corja, which involves seniors supporting our first year students in a relaxed environment. As a school, we celebrate many occasions together throughout the year, and these create a wonderful atmosphere, from showing pride in who we are to showing pride in where we're from, and so much more.
I completed my Leaving Cert year in the school a few months ago, and one thing that I noticed as soon as I started my first day was the incredibly welcoming and friendly atmosphere in the school. Also, the relationship between the students and teachers in the school is really something special. It makes students feel both respected and cared for throughout their school life.
I started in Coláiste na Acreighh in 2012. I'm now third year in college studying biochemistry and zoology. I didn't have any issue whatsoever with the transition from Irish to English, and neither did any of my classmates.
And really, it's only now that we've left the school and we are in university that we fully realise how lucky we were to have been a part of such an inspiring and caring school such as Coláiste na Acreighh.
Hi, I'm Alva Kyo. I'm in Leaving Cert here in Coláiste na Acreighh. I remember when I was in 6th class, I didn't know what secondary school I wanted to go to, and because I wasn't in an Irish primary school, I didn't consider Coláiste na Acreighh as an option. The day that the different principals came to visit our class, it was only then I realised, after listening to Brian, that I'd be able to do this. I really like the fact that the school has smaller numbers. It felt much more comfortable. Moving into first year, I had no idea what anyone else was saying to me. I remember one day on my first week, a teacher asked to borrow my ruler, and I just looked at him and said no. The whole class burst out laughing, and I had no idea what was going on. After that, I thought I'd never get it, and didn't believe Brian when he said that it would be better by Christmas. Until one day, I was sitting in history and couldn't believe I could understand what the teacher was saying. Now here I am 6 years later, and Irish is as easy as English for me. I'm so glad I came to Coláiste na Acreighh, and I've really enjoyed my 6 years here.
So welcome back. I hope you're enjoying our presentation thus far, and that you're getting some idea and some feel for the atmosphere we have here at the Coláiste and what we would offer to you, or indeed to your son or daughter. I mentioned at the beginning that I wanted to speak to you about English primary schools. So I'll pick up on Alva's story there. Alva came to us from Newcastle Primary School, and it's important for everyone to know that Coláiste na Acreighh is open to all students, irrespective of their background, be it a Gaelscoil or indeed a primary school. So the students come here from the local Gaelscoil in Gaelscoil Iarla in Tuam, and Gaelscoil Rivach in Loughrea, and Gaelscoil Dehíde in Oranmore, Gaelscoil Darwin in Rinmore, and indeed our own Gaelscoil here, Gaelscoil Riada. But also we have students travelling further afield, and we have some pupils that come to us from Gaelscoil Eachréidh and Ballinasloe. And indeed one of our TY pupils, this is his 4th year now, to commute daily from Athlone. And with that, To date, we have, I think it's 14 primary schools in the Greater Athenry area or catchment area who have sent pupils to us, Alva being one of those. But pupils have come from Monivea, Carnon, Carnmore, Lishing, Kyle and Newcastle, to name but a few. So if your child is interested in Irish medium education, I can tell you from experience that they will thrive here at Coláiste and Eachréidh. Indeed, one of our pupils, would you believe, came to us from Chicago, where he had no background at all in the Irish language. And yet, I think it's 2 years ago now, he graduated from the National University in Galway with an honours degree in, would you believe, Irish translation. So anything is possible here, and we definitely make Irish possible here. We are acutely aware that our students are unique and individual, and each student starts their journey from a different point. Their ability in Irish, but also students have special educational needs. I'd like to tell you that here at Coláiste and Eachréidh we have a very supportive special education needs department where we'll tailor an individual plan for all our students to help them to maximise their potential and give them the support that they need. Before I conclude, I would urge you to go to our website where you will find a lot of additional information about our non-exam subjects, about school fees, digital devices, the bonus marks for answering through Irish, and that in itself is very interesting, the school uniform, and much, much more. You'll also find there to be downloaded an application form. So if you're happy with what you've seen here this evening and you're considering Coláiste and Eachréidh as an option for your child, or indeed for yourself to come here, then I would urge you to complete the form and to send it in to us before the 5th of November. After which we will write out within 2 weeks of that to offer you a place, and then you'll have a further 2 weeks to accept that place. So most importantly, I would say in conclusion that we've spoken about a lot of different things here this evening. If there is anything, no matter what it is, please contact us. You can contact us by email, by telephone, and I would promise you that we will set aside the time to meet you, virtually or otherwise, but definitely we will set that time aside where we can give you any further clarification that you may need. I'm going to leave you now with a song that our Leaving Cert class composed last year and indeed performed at our end of year award ceremony held last Christmas. And I think that this song, Bígí Linn, gives a very good insight and a feel for the atmosphere in the school and the relationships that the students and teachers have. I look forward to welcoming you here to Coláiste and Eachréidh and assure you that our aim will be that you will reach your full potential, and that on leaving the school after 6 years, when you look back, it will be a time of happy memories. Gawn buíochas libh as we're gáilúdar, go raibh míle maith agaibh agus slán go fóill.
Coláiste and Eachréidh on Eastro, or one to sponge the mantro. It's shocking tea, biogging, knocking and yattagus. Master green, a geary cower, lads. Bígí Linn, Bígí Linn. Bígí Linn, Bígí Linn.
Brilliant.
Yeah, the ruddy shipley. The guard to go, it's fucking out. Yeah, the ruddy shipley. The guard to go, yeah, the ruddy shipley. The guard to go, yeah, the ruddy shipley. The guard to go. Scrap a monkey cheese, honey, built faster. John Gray, Sugar Ray, Bear Brian, Coral, Hazel Tree, Master Porrick, Lesh and Steel, Love Wheel. Bígí Linn,
Nice and slowly.